Hi, namaste. This is Henry at the Tiruvannamalai Animal Shelter. This is an extraordinary organization that was started by an extraordinary man, Mr. Leslie Robinson. When he came here in 2006, he was just passing through on his way to the Himalayas, and then he learned that hundreds, possibly thousands of dogs were about to be killed in this town. So he decided to do something about it, and he decided to stay here, and he's still here, and start an animal shelter so that the animal would not be killed anymore. And he actually stopped the massacre. In 2026, there is no more wholesale killings of dogs in Tiruvannamalai. Here, there's service where they sterilize the dogs and they do not reproduce anymore. In part 2 of this documentary, you will hear an interview of this great man, Mr. Leslie Robinson.
I was living in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Do you know Ann Arbor?
Yes.
Okay. At the same time, interestingly enough, the Karmapa came. The Karmapa and Baba were in Ann Arbor at the same time. And someone told me about him, about Baba Muktananda. But see, I was 39 years old, so that's 50 years ago. And they told me to buy, with the Play of Consciousness. But I read it, and I ended up going to some darshans. I ended up in Oakland. I went to I drove across the country, and I moved into the Oakland ashram. I gave everything up. And the first thing that he said to me was, I give you nothing. Whatever I give you can be taken away. He said, you are already that. He said, I'm like a garbage collector, and I'll just help you clear out your mind so you can see who you really are. He said, there's something deep inside you. It's unaffected by all the bad things you've done, all the good things. It's just pure. That's you.
Now, many people say when they got Shaktipat from Muktananda, they go in ecstasy, they had great spiritual experience. Did you have such experience with Muktananda?
I got Shaktipat from him in Oakland in the darshan line. And I knew nothing about that. I started roaring like a lion. I started roaring like a lion. I moved into the ashram. My father was very upset. I had all this schooling. They paid for my education. I'm credentialed. I have a consulting thing, and I'm making a lot of money. And I stopped everything. I moved in. So I was outside. I remember with my mother and father, they flew across the country. My father was, what are you doing? What do you mean you're in an ashram? So finally he accepted that I was going to stay in the ashram. And he said, well, what are you doing for them? I'm sure he thought I was doing finance or real estate. So I said, I'm collecting garbage, Dad. Well, it was like sending a rocket ship off. He just flipped out. And my mother, she's a very Jewish mother. You know, she's running around. She said, Phil, as long as he's happy, she's trying to calm him down. My father flipped out, you're collecting garbage.
You're a Jewish man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very, very far out. I had heavy kriyas. My body would go for years. Visions and
Kriyas and visions and by Baba touching you or just practicing the...
No, Baba touched me and that was it. He awakened the Kundalini and everything started just moving. And Baba starts really whacking me with the peacock feathers. He says, yes. And I understood that was my first teaching. He was telling me that there's nothing to do, that you should just stop striving. So that's when I found out that you can't stop striving because you strive not to strive. It's an endless thing. The only way you can give up striving is by grace. You're disconnected from it. You end up just being.
To here and now. So, what made you want to establish a shelter for animal in Tiruvannamalai in 2006? What happened in your head then?
Okay. It's the last thing in the world I would have wanted to do.
Oh.
I mean, it would have been, I was a yogi. I mean, I was just, I spent time in ashrams. I was heading for, I asked Guru Mai, this was 2006, the end of 2006. So I was returning to India. And I wanted to come see her. I have a very close relationship with her. She said, I was staying at my friend Kusha Friedman's house in Brooklyn, and she was in South Fallsburg, right? And she said, you know the answers to all the questions you're asking. No, you can't come. So I said, well, what should I do in India? She said, Leslie, you know what you have to do. Just follow your heart.
Oh.
So I had no idea what she was talking about. And so I think I flew to Chennai or Bangalore, and I was going to make my way across the country to the Himalayas, around Neem Karoli Baba's ashram. And I was going to spend, I had a modest savings. I had maybe $100,000 to $150,000, not rupees. And I had an income from my Social Security of $1,500. I was just going to spend the rest of my life doing practices, writing, and I was going to buy a two-wheeler and take jaunts in the Himalayas. And I was just passing through Tiruvannamalai. I didn't know anything about it. I was planning on staying here for 10 days. The animal situation is really bad here. I don't know if you know that. I didn't want to see it. It was very disturbing. I mean, I did what any other Indian does. I tried to not let it reach me. The reason it's so bad here is that all the other municipalities are on flat land. So there's a lot of places where animals can be okay away from traffic. Here, it's built around the mountain, a tight band around the mountain. And there's not much flat land, and there's a lot of traffic. So it's very bad for animals here. I was planning on staying about 10 days. I was going to leave on a Monday, I remember on a Friday. I had heard horror stories, but they seemed in the distant past, right? Or my mind played it like that. That the Tiruvannamalai municipality would kill dogs periodically, would have cullings to try to contain the traffic of stray animals. And they did it, they would strangling and awful. I had heard awful stories. So I had heard those stories, and it was really bad here. I mean, people that were staying in Ramana Ashram, very few of them would go across the street and get a coconut or a cup of chai because there were so many suffering animals around. It was just very hard to take. So I was going to leave on a Monday. This was Friday, and I had been here about 7 days. I was only going to stay 10 days, and I was making my way across to the Himalayas to finish my life.
Yeah. What happened?
Someone that I had met that I didn't know very well, an animal activist, told me they were going to start killing on Monday. And that descended on me. I was calling during the day and night. It was by order of the municipality, the commissioner, that this was going to be done. And it was periodically, once a year or twice a year, I don't know. And so I was calling during the day, and during the night I could call in the West. I was speaking to attorneys. Must have made about 100 calls.
Wow.
And they had been doing this for 24 years. For 24 years they had been killing dogs. And the population just kept increasing. There were about 7,000. Now we know there's 7,000. It was a horror scene here. There were 7,000 stray homeless animals. There were 250 suffering and dying animals on the street. You can imagine what that's like. And so I managed to stop the killing. I called all kinds of people. I called Monica Gandhi, I ended up calling, and I was calling lawyers. And Monica gave me had a woman call me Prema Viraragavan, that she did work for her. And Prema was, as soon as I spoke to her on the phone, I had spoken to a lot of people, I knew that she was the one. She was the one. I call her Prema the Tigress. So she got the number, the cell number of the commissioner. So I called him at his house, right? And he told me that, that they were going to kill the dogs. It said it's against the law, and it didn't make any difference. Isn't that the way it happened? Yeah. And so Prema called the guy, had contact with the guy in
Head of the
Chennai,
head of the commissioner.
He was head of all the commissioners in the state. He had life and death over them. He could move them. And she called him, and she told me to call him, that he said he didn't want that just shouldn't happen. So I went in the following morning. I told the guy, I said, so-and-so said that you can't do it. And he said, and he stopped it. He said, did you speak to him? So I said, yeah. I knew that if I left, it was only a question of time before the killing would start again. So I had no idea what a shelter was. So I said, there was no one to start a shelter. This killing was stopped. So I just said to him, I had 2 or 3 days of meetings with him, and I said to him, walk out, I said, I'll do it. No, I just, it wasn't like that. I used all the money I had, and Derek, a very high devotee of Satya Sai Baba, had a vision of me. He had a vision. He heard about me. And so he contacted me, he told me to come to Puttapati. And I came and I met him. I liked him right away. And he hands me a check. I looked at the check. I didn't know anything about getting donations. So the check was for $10,000.
I said, stop. Are they not killing dogs anymore?
From that point on, they never killed dogs again. That was it.
So they're not killing dogs anymore?
No, it stopped right away.
Oh.
This guy
So
that...
what happened with those thousands and thousands of dogs? They're just free?
They were out there, a homeless dog. There must have been about 6,000 or 7,000 homeless dogs, right? We have about 9,000 on the streets now. They're okay, but they're cared for beautifully.
What?
We have about 9,000 homeless dogs on the streets now. The population is stable. They're almost all sterilized. We do what, 90 to 100?
Yeah.
90 to 100 sterilizations every month.
Oh.
We've sterilized 10,000 dogs.
Oh, that's important information. So there was no sterilization before you?
No, there's nothing. It was a horror scene here. This is a really bad place for animals.
So you also take care of monkeys?
We take care of monkeys, horses, snakes, iguanas, eagles, you name it. We take care of them.
What's your wish now for this place? You're gonna die, maybe. Not
Wait, let's discuss that.
You want people like him to take over? And
They've taken over. I'm not running it anymore.
He's taking care.
Dr. Raja and Vishwa have taken it beyond the place where I don't know if I could have even gotten it in my prime. It's that good. They're that good. It's humbling. I had to deal with feelings of inadequacy for a little while. That's how good they are. We've been open for 19 years now. And we take care of any animals, a turkey, a goat, a horse, a cow, a dog. Don't charge anything. We've taken care of how many we pay for the treatment of animals, of any animals, fully. And we have 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency rescue. If someone gets, if there's a person that has an owner animal that's in trouble at 2 o'clock in the morning, out of town, within 100 miles, we'll cover it. We'll go get it. We've treated 7,000. We've given we've given treatments and rescued and taken care of. At this point, over the years, 7,000 animals. And
Other than dogs.
other than dogs. So dogs, we've actually helped about 200,000 dogs. 200,000 dogs. Yeah. My guru told me that the physician heals with the heart. And so going through all our work is demonstrative love. Hugging, touching, stroking, kissing, it's love. That's what goes through. That's what we're known as the shelter of love. We've raised over the 19 years, we've raised a 9.5 crore. It's about $10 million.
You've raised $10 million for the shelter.
Yeah. By donation.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all I've done. I've done nothing else now I'm, you see me now, but for 17 years I did nothing else, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. I didn't go any place. I like people, but I ate alone. I did nothing with it. If I got up at night, I'd do the work. I didn't take anything in terms of
pay for yourself.
Pay for myself. And
what is your annual budget here?
It's $20,000 a month.
Wow.
We treat a lot of animals. We really treat. People come in and they see they've never seen on the street with the homeless animals. They've never seen people so caring for homeless animals, and they've never seen the homeless animals so open to people. We do a lot of special things in the shelter so that they're open to people.
So do you have like $22,000? It's a lot of money in India. So you have big donors that give every month or what?
No, we have a lot of small donors.
A lot of small donors.
What we're mainly, most of our, about 50 or 60% of our money comes through global giving. They're a crowdfunder, and we have, about 1,500 donors?
Oh, yes.
About 1,500 donors.
The government doesn't help you?
Now we want the government to help us because, now I didn't want any money from the government.
Oh, why?
Because they got we wanted to do what we wanted to do with, we didn't want anyone telling us, you do this, this, and this. This shelter unfolded. We didn't follow a model. We just, Raja, Vishwa, and they were with me from the beginning. We built this incredible shelter. And it wasn't on a model. We just did everything with an open heart and talked it through. And this is what unfolded as a shelter. If we started again, I'm sure it would look nothing like this. We need money.
We need money. I just want to give you a hug and thank you in the name of all the animals. I think
You're an animal lover.
you're a wonderful person. I really appreciate your work.
I wish my mother were alive. I would have you call her.
Okay.
Okay.
My name is Vishwa. I'm the director of operation. I'm the first one to join with Leslie, my boss. So we are together building the shelter. Now I'm the director of operation. I'm overseeing the rescues and other things. Other than the treatment and medicine, I'll handling everything. The staffs, taking care of them day and night. So I'm doing that.
How long have you been working with animals?
Since I was 8, 9. So after we opened this, I was here the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My daughter, who's studying now, and she also going to study veterinary science, veterinary doctor. She going to come with us, I hope.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But you're not a doctor.
No.
No.
My daughter, who is studying now, she going to come veterinarian, so she will come with us, join with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old is she?
She is now 17.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
So, Saguna, how long have you been involved in taking care of animals?
17 years. Especially I'm taking care of monkeys.
Oh, you specialize in taking care of monkeys?
Yeah, baby monkeys.
Baby monkeys. And now you're taking care of the
less-
big monkey.
And also I have 2 baby monkeys in my house with him. He's my father. He's my father.
It's your father figure.
He's my father.
Yeah. He praises you and he seems to be extremely happy the way you're taking care of him. And taking care of him is also taking care of the shelter, is it not?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But not only me, Vishwa and Dr. Raja also, they are coming there and taking care of
She's the
him.
one that takes care of
Yeah. Thank you very much for taking care of our
Thank you.
patriarch. I invite you to give a donation to this facility. You will help hundreds of animals. Thank you very much.